welcome to this video. This is the Glow Theory podcast. I'm your host, Jay Marie, and in this video, we are going to be talking about why mean-spirited people age like milk, like chunky, dunky milk. But before we get into the video, please like the video if this is something that you found funny or relatable or understood it to be true. And obviously, all my opinions and what I perceive are my damn fucking opinions. If you don't want to understand it or like it, don't. That's okay. Scroll along, pass along if this is not something for you. And obviously, to the returning people, obviously, thank you so much for returning and coming back to me. We'll be like internet besties on here. Obviously, I have my notes down here, so if I'm looking to the side, it's because I got my notes. So we're gonna start off like, have you ever noticed that people who are just angry, who are miserable, who sulk, who are gossiping and just, putting out this really bad energy, it looks like they've aged 10 years, or it looks like their skin is very like dull and just dry and like it's a specific kind of look. Like, y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. That person looks drained and just dull around the eyes and just not youthful, not glowy, not vibrant. It's not your imagination. That's spiritual and energetic aging. And we're gonna talk about how people who hold on to hate, to bitterness, to jealousy, to envious, disgusting, negative energies actually age you damn quick, and how you can protect yourself from that energy so they're not trying to snatch your glow and drain you while they're talking to you about this disgusting energy or trying to project this gross energy onto you. Okay, portion 1, I'm gonna break them down into portions or sections of what I'm gonna be talking about. So for this section, I'm gonna be talking about how energy always reveals itself, always. You can't mask for long what your soul is truly carrying, for real. It always gets exposed or brought up to the light somehow, some way. Energy, it always is brought into a room or space or anywhere that you go into before they see the physical body. So obviously we understand and know that every emotion has a frequency. Love, peace, joy, those are the high vibrational frequencies. Bitterness, envy, jealousy, they sound gross as I'm saying it, like my face is sagging as I'm saying it. Those are the lower frequency vibrations. So the body, obviously, it stores what the soul does not release. And so when you're holding on to lower energies or lower frequencies, I guess, like the jealousy, the anger, the bitterness, the resentment, whatever it may be, it'll start to show up in your face and in your body. It'll show up in your skin, in your glow, like it'll just show in the worst ways. For example, chronic stress face, it's like you're clenching your jaw all the time. You have tired lines around your face, like it's just very much visible. It's looking real dull around, right here under the eyes, it just looks like the soul is very much, that's what you're doing, holding on to that energy. You can also feel like just tense posture, like just, not able to like relax. It's just like your energy might feel heavy, or the aura, it just feels heavy. Like you don't feel light and happy and joyous like the higher vibrational frequencies, you just feel really heavy all the time and really groggy and really tired and you're miserable and you think about not so great things. You talk shit about people. Of course, you're gonna feel heavy and have chronic back pains and chronic jaw tension, and your shoulders are gonna feel all tense all the time. Of course, you're gonna look dull in the face. When you are a shitty person, it reflects on the outside. You could be walking around wearing really, really nice things and you just freshly showered, but still have this disgusting energy within your soul. It still gives dusty soul energy, like there's a lot of people that I've met and have run into, and I'm gonna use this one person as an example. I no longer am connected with them whatsoever. Grateful for that. But I actually used to work with this person, and they very much loved the luxury kind of lifestyle and was always wearing the latest thing or had the latest trending item, or just, very like fine, fine pieces of jewelry, just loves that stuff. And obviously they put it on and, strutting into where we worked, but it gave dusty energy. Like, it didn't give like that, wow, like you look incredible. It just kind of gave like, because they just look just dry, like dull. And that was the very person who was a fat shit talker and talked evil, malicious things upon everyone around them, but then to their face was, oh, pretending, the two-faced kind of energy, or would talk hella terrible things about their family and just wishing death on their family and stuff like that. So it gives dusty soul, it gives dusty energy, it gives ew, it gives gross. And anytime this person was around, I literally would leave. My body would physically tense up and I was immediately uncomfortable. I just could not be around this person. Like, I knew my soul was like, ew, get the fuck away from this. You don't want this shit around you. You don't want this gunk around you, this nasty energy, because I don't like to be fake around people. This newer, more evolved version of me, I don't like to be fake around people. I like to be authentic and truthful and honest, and I like to be kind. I like to talk good things about people. I don't like the shit talking and that negative energy. And I'm not saying I never was that kind of person, because in my past, I probably most definitely was. I was a very negative person and just hated myself. I hated my life. And so, of course, I was talking horrible things about people sometimes. And now, with this newer, evolved version, I don't like doing that. And I very much take pride in making sure that I stay like that I'm humble within that, and it's just, I try my best to always protect my energy and protect my spirit and my aura, so that I'm not sucking in any of or absorbing any of that energy. So if you notice that people around you or people you work with, and they come into a room that you're in and you're all of a sudden like tensing up and you just feel uncomfortable, or the digestive system is all of a sudden like, just like really, you just get uncomfortable, you start overthinking, that person got nasty energy, you gotta go cleanse yourself quick or walk away quickly. And I just want to say, like, when I used to be that person who would hold on to resentment and jealousy and just was angry all the time, it drained me. Like, I was literally walking around with dusty energy. I had a very much dull energy, aura, face. Like, I don't even, looking back at like old pictures of myself, oh my God, girl, woo, jump scare is very terrifying to look at. But you can just tell, and it just was showing up in my body and my posture and the way I talked and the way I talked about people. And I just thought I was being cool when really I was just a sad, miserable soul. But we're out of that. We're out of the woodworks, okay? We're clear now. And obviously we got that beautiful look. We're all relaxed, we're all chill, we are loving life, we are happy, we are joyous, and we spread positive energy. Okay, portion 2. So we're going to talk about the science behind spiritual aging. So let's break it down for my logical babes out there who are not truly in tune with the spiritual things of life. Obviously, chronic stress, when you are constantly stressed all the time because you're holding on and harboring onto this negative, deceitful, disgusting energy, obviously it's going to cause you stress. It's going to cause your nervous system to break down, operating in this low vibrational state. High stress equals high cortisol, which breaks down your collagen and elastin within the face, within the body, losing that youthful, beautiful glow. Negative energy also triggers inflammation in the body, premature aging, breakouts, hormonal imbalance as well. Hence, like the high cortisol and the chronic stress, obviously, those go hand in hand. And did you know that unprocessed emotions equals poor digestion? So the acne, the puffiness, the sluggish kind of energy, do you got problems with inside of you that you're harboring? Like, what's the deal? Are you harboring any negative energies with inside of you that you got to figure out? You probably do. You can't have a glowy, beautiful, radiant face and energy when your gut is still stuck in survival mode, When the nervous system is still stuck in that survival mode, that fight or flight, that anger, that lower vibrational state, it's not going to function properly. It's not operating from a place of or a frequency of love and high vibration. So bitterness, it's not attractiveness, it's inflammation, it's high cortisol, it's stress phase. Like, for example, think about grandmas who have those big, beautiful cheeks. I'll probably be one of those grandmas, but those grandmas who have those big, beautiful cheekbones and they're glowy, they're happy, they're smiling all the time. They're good. They're good on the inside and they're glowing and they're radiant. Or there's people out there who are like damn near deathbed and they look wonderful. Their skin is radiant. They're happy. They're doing great. Sure, yes, they're eating good. They're making sure that they're taking care of themselves, like going on walks or working out. But also energetically and spiritually, they are good. They are happy. They are operating in the frequency of love and joy and all that good energy. There's a lot of power in forgiveness, in laughter, in rest, in letting go of that bitter energy of not gossiping badly about people. There is a lot of power that comes into that, and it comes into play with your energetic and spiritual self, which affects your character. Okay, portion 3, glow from the inside out. So let's talk about real skincare, not in the bottle, the kind in your energy. Okay, so I actually broke it down into cute little, I don't know, things that I came up with that I believe in and understood to be true. So I believe that kindness it equals anti-aging. Letting go of resentment equals skin clarity. And self-love is that full body glow when you're accepting of who you are and of your past and your mistakes, and of course, of whatever actions that you might have made, and just accepting of what happened and situations that happened, and accepting of who you are as a person to your core, your authenticity. Ooh, you start to glow, because when you're loving the insides of you and truly honoring who you are and your soul and your spirit, that will reflect, it will show. So every time you're choosing softness over pettiness and disgusting energy, you are protecting your glow. You're protecting your energy, you're protecting your spirit and your soul. And obviously your body will reflect that as well. Portion 4, protect yourself from their disgusting aging energy. It's not about you being mean or defense mode when these people with this disgusting energy come around. It's just about being able to protect yourself, to not absorb that energy, like I was mentioning earlier. Energy vampires are fucking real. They are lurking around this place, not even realizing that they are one. When you're so used to operating from a lower vibrational frequency, you become this energy vampire that leeches on to people who are wonderful, glowy, whatever it is, because dark is attracted to light. You may not even realize it too. But energy vampires, for example, are people who are just always really negative or have something really negative to say all the time. And you can just tell by the look in their face, they don't look like happy people. Like, they always got a sour little patch on their face, always got some negative ass shit to say, always, just like, just sour, just like, girl, please, like, smile or something. Just the always complaining, always just miserable. And it's just like, oh my God, it's so annoying. For example, like, I used to work with certain people that were very much energy vampires. And they were women, and it's just like, they're always fucking miserable. They hated themselves and they hated their life and they hated who they were married to and they hated their kids. They're always complaining. And obviously me trying to be nice and everything, which I stopped doing. At first, I used to be nice and would hear what they had to say, but I then realized I would be so drained. I was so tired and so exhausted from the conversation. I couldn't even finish my fucking job. And it's just like, I stopped doing that. I stopped accepting invitations of, I'm gonna complain about my husband part 5,000. I stopped doing that. I was like, you know what? I got shit to do, sorry. Not like that, but it's just like, sorry, but I have other things to complete or work on. I'm a little busy right now, and it would shut them out real quick because they get all sour and bitter, but I don't give a fuck. My energy could not handle that anymore. Just clocking that, shutting that very much down. And also I also had like a family member of mine, well, all of my family actually, Yeah, all of my family members actually, just very much specifically the human that birthed me. She you know, I understood she had a very hard life, so I can understand it from that point, but just very negative, low vibrational. She does not understand anything other than that, just very much sulks in that state. And so when I was at a point in my life when I was accepting invitations to go and see this person, just always complaining, always gossiping about somebody, always gossiping about someone's mommy's, about someone's mom, about someone's baby, about what they look like, about literally everything. Like, she saw no good in anything. And y'all, she was not always like this, okay? Give a sister a break. She was not always like, well, don't give her a break, actually. She was not always like this, but after, anyways, she just, you know, just completely changed as a human being. And so she just complained about everything, and I was always so fucking drained after being around her for 2 seconds, and I wouldn't even, like, she wouldn't know what to talk about other than to gossip about other people. Oh, gross, 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 gross. And you can tell, you know, she don't got that glow anymore. She used to have that beautiful glow, that beautiful, like, I don't know, kind of reminded me of like Santa Claus energy. I don't know if that makes sense, but she used to have that kind of energy. Just everyone used to love to be around her. Just very happy, bubbly, and had the youthful glow. She looked super hella fucking young for her age. Mind you, she had me when she was 40. She's well past that now, but she looked like she was giving like 20, you know, when she was like 45 and I was like 5 years old. Because those were the only good memories I had of her anyways. Yeah, so obviously I stopped allowing that shit in my life, and from all people. So protecting your glow, setting boundaries with people, like I just explained, you know, putting that wall up, not to be mean, obviously, but to protect yourself and your energy, and not have them drain you or suck the life out of you. Because gossiping with them is literally taking out of your soul and your spirit and your energy. And engaging in that drama and that chaotic energy is literally taking away from your beauty and your grace and your beautiful glow that you got going on. It's like giving your beauty away to the chaos, you know, just on a silver platter. Like, here you go, take it away. And all of a sudden you come in the next day drained. You don't look like yourself anymore. That shit happens quick too. But anyway, setting boundaries, block, unfollow, delete, remove, cut off, do whatever you got to do to make sure that if your values and who you are as a person has changed and you've elevated, you need to shift. Obviously, it's going to shift your circle and who you hang out with and what you tolerate. And so when you are no longer operating in that vibrational state and you're now kind of over here where you're happy, you're joyous, you operate from a frequency of love and kindness and peace, the people, the places, the things that you used to know are going to now show you what you no longer want. So that might lead to, you know, a lot of blocking, unfollowing, letting go, leaving, all that shit. Healing is very much lonely. It is a very much lonely journey because you're not yet aligned with the things that are meant for you. You are clearing out that junk drawer. So of course it's going to feel a little lonely, but you got to do what's best for you. You want to keep that youthful, beautiful, yummy, delicious glow and that happy spirit and that happy energy. You got to cut people off. You got to lose some to win some. And obviously, walk away quick before their ugliness becomes your own. You are not a sponge for people's emotional dirt. You're not soaking that in. You're not absorbing that. We don't do that here. We don't want that. So yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna start to close this off. So the next time you feel any sense of like pettiness or just negative energy, just bitterness, you know, resentment, whatever that negative energy is, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my glow? Is this worth my peace? Is this worth my time? Because your aura, your body, your spirit, who you are, all hold energetic fields with every decision that you make. So however you react will be pushed onto you times 10. It will reflect on you, through you. But yeah, my final words, Mean people, mean-spirited people age like milk. You know, that chunky, nasty milk? Yeah, age like that. And obviously the wonderful, amazing, happy people who operate from a loving frequency, they age like fine honey or fine wine. Very slow, very sweet, very much golden, very much cutesy, loving, wonderful energy. Alrighty, guys, that is the end of this podcast. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope this was understood, or you kind of, you know, took a look back like, damn, I got some energy vampires around me. I gotta cleanse that. I gotta block that. I gotta remove that. Please do so expeditiously. That's my favorite word. I love that word. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment all good things, and subscribe if you are new, and join the internet friend over here who talks about healing, growth, people aging like milk, relationships, you know, stuff like that. Alrighty, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.